Welcome back.
NicknLex here.
Hey everyone.
How's it going, guys? So tonight we're gonna react to Michelle's request. This is Yes.
Woo!
And this is and you and I, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Exactly.
Awesome.
I'm so excited to do this request. This is by the album Close to the Edge. By this album, we've only done Close to the Edge.
Wow. It's only 3 songs?
It's only 3 songs. So
Oh my God.
very cool, because I guess now we can just go ahead and listen to it. We own it, as you can see.
We own the book too.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Michelle, for this amazing shirt. I decided to wear it for this video because we're doing your request. And
I'm so excited about this.
me too. It's 10 minutes and 8 seconds. This song is from 1972. So we just, oh my God, guys, we just watched Genesis yesterday for the first time live.
Ooh,
that was 73, right?
That was amazing.
What
yeah,
an experience.
1973.
Like, guys, check it out if you haven't. It's on our Patreon.
Yes.
So
I was
really
so
cool.
excited to do that, but it was
way more than I expected. I didn't expect the whole
different
theater.
than what I expected.
Like, you know, like it was really an experience. Like
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
watch it
great.
again immediately.
And then we said we obviously want to watch Yes live. We know you guys have talked about the Yes songs, which I guess is what they call their live performance, and
Right.
I'm so excited to do that. So that's definitely on our list to do on the Patreon too. But for now, very excited about this. Thank you, Michelle, for this and for everything. You've been wanting us to listen to the song for a long time, and also just a shout out to Rudy as well, because I know Rudy has been wanting this song too. So
exactly.
hope you guys are happy. Hope everyone who's here is happy. If this is your first time here, welcome. And we've kind of gone through this Yes journey that you guys have been guiding us on. So very excited to continue.
Yes. Let's do it.
All right. So here it
Let's
is.
see.
Oh yeah.
I always have to check the
I-
volume because when I play guitar, I have to configure the whole sound
Let me
system
check
differently.
this. Okay. There we go.
Got it.
All right. So here we go.
Okay.
Harmonics.
Beautiful. What?
He plays with a pick. He doesn't play with his fingers.
Oh yeah. He's like, what?
I'm
That's
like, it's
why
picking.
we need those mics. We
Yeah.
have to communicate. We just like do sign language, but it doesn't work. I love the intro.
It's so
with the-
good. Oh my God, I closed my eyes there and I was like,
And I love the electroacoustic guitar in the back. You can hear this like keyboard very low, and then
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. It's
yeah,
very cool. Intro.
amazing.
Okay, so we usually don't stop like
So
that
soon.
quickly, but sometimes we have to, especially when Alexia is like trying to say something and I'm just not understanding. So.
Okay, here we go. Let's continue.
that's something that does happen. I'm sorry so much, Michelle, but whenever like he comes in, I'm like, wow.
I know.
Every time when we do a yes reaction, when he comes in,
Anderson,
Mr. Anderson, when he comes in from the Matrix, when he comes in, I'm like, wow, his voice is so different from everybody else. Like that, I do have to like.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, when you compare it to even Gabriel and Roger Waters or David Gilmour, this voice is like so unique.
Special.
It sounds like an instrument.
It does, definitely.
So sorry, guys, I had to just do this because I was gonna forget.
Man can see the moment's answers to the dream. Stay in the flowers daily, sensing all the themes. As a foundation left to create the spiral aim, a movement regained and regarded both the same. All complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Changed only for a sight, the sound, the space agreed. Between the picture of time behind the face of need. Coming quickly to terms of all expression laid. Emotion revealed is the ocean made. All complete in the sight of seeds of life with you.
So didn't it have like a Zeppelin vibe there?
Totally,
like the acoustic guitars with the.
Yeah.
It sounded almost like those songs like from Led Zeppelin 4 or Led Zeppelin 3, like Rain Song or Going to California.
Yeah.
It's very,
I
and
like
it was
it.
the same time,
Yeah.
72.
I
I'm so
love
sorry
that.
that I'm interrupting so much. I'm bad. But I loved how it changed
Yes,
to totally
me
different.
too.
Let's go there.
So you rewound it to the change.
Yes, I did.
All complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Oh, come and take closer. Something that you know that we must work with the cause of life together. Not inside Mother Earth. We won't hide or we won't tell you what you know. Same teacher, be there, reminded of the rhyme.
So, wow. it's so
Alexia
good.
paused. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like tearing up because. But you were gonna say something.
Well, I was gonna say that this is so like good. It's like right up my alley. It's like very flower power, you know, like holding hands and just like, you know, with flowers.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it, and you're right. His voice is so special, and it really like gets to you because it's very melancholic, and yeah, it's so good.
I
And
love
the
it.
changes are perfect.
I know, yeah. I'm like thinking, like it's so cliche for us to say, like, oh, I was born in the wrong century.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm sure you hear that all the time. But we were born into the wrong music.
Yeah, but even
but
like
I mean, not
culturally, because people my age like use much more social media.
But people your age don't listen to this.
I know, that's what I'm
Unfortunately,
saying.
you know?
That we were
Never.
kind of born in the wrong.
Everybody that
time.
we know who is Alexia's age has no idea what we listen to. Like Steely what? Like Metallica what? Iron what? Like yes? Like Janet? Like nothing. It's like it's
Very
so
odd.
sad, and these are not dumb people or uneducated. It's just like it's not. I don't know. I guess I had old parents.
And we had very distinctive upbringings. Like our parents did.
We're in the music business.
We're in
My
the
dad.
music like environment. You
And
know,
your
we're
dad
very
is very
musical.
musical.
Like
Your dad is a
my
musician.
grandfather was very musical. Like my great grandmother was a classically trained pianist.
My grandmother was a
Then my dad
pianist.
played the piano, and so it's like
Yeah, my mom played the violin. I was brought up with classical music at home, so I can understand this. Like you play this to a 20-year-old and they're gonna fall asleep. It's like because there's no like
yes.
It's so sad. Like they
Yeah.
have no idea what harmony is. What like it's so sad. But well, what I want to know is how do you make up your mind? What do you listen to? What do you like better? Because every time I listen to Yes, I'm like, I think I do like it more than Genesis. And then I listen to Genesis, I think I do like it more than Pink Floyd. I do like it more than Yes. And then I listen to Jet Patrol. I think that's the one that I like the most.
I know,
It's like
exactly
I'm always
the
being
same
like,
thing happens, and I don't
it's
want to
so
like
weird.
like put them in an order or something, but
Or like,
but
what's better, ELP? Or what's better, King Crimson? They're all so
I
good.
know.
I guess they're all perfect. You know, like that's
in their
all I
own
can
way,
say.
and they're
Yeah.
all
I
got
guess that's
like
the way you
this
can see 'em.
kind of common ground, but they are very unique individually. You know,
Yeah.
like they don't sound like each other, though they remind you of each other.
It's because you know, as a musician and as music lovers, you always have your favorite band and your favorite musician. It's
Exactly.
just automatically. I'm not trying to compare them here. What's better? I just trying to find my inner.
Like priority.
Yeah, like for
Yeah.
example, I said, well, who do I like better, Yngwie Malmsteen or Steve Vai? Well, Steve Vai is much more interesting. Like he's way more creative, but I like Yngwie Malmsteen more the way he plays because he came up with this style,
Right.
neoclassical. But Steve Vai, so I was always like, okay. At the end, there was one, the winner, right?
Yeah.
And then of course like Alan Holdsworth, right? But so I was gonna be like, so once we've heard all this, in 20 years, like if we keep going at this rate, then who will it be? Who's it gonna be? Pink Floyd after all? Is it gonna be Genesis?
I know. I'm
Yes.
very curious because after 1 year,
I have no
so
idea.
many more bands are now in my spectrum.
Yeah.
That
I mean, right now, they're the winners. I'm sorry, you know, it's not even prog rock, but that's the music that I most identify with right now. Maybe once we're done, I'm gonna be like a total like Rush fanboy forever. I mean, I love Rush. Rush is like a difference. Like we have all these bands, but Rush is in its own universe. You can't label them.
Yeah.
They're too perfect.
Right.
And I've already heard enough that I can say, yes, I love them, and they're like in my safe bubble,
Right.
and they're not gonna get touched. They're not gonna get compared. Rush is uncomparable.
I know.
for me.
I agree.
But
I feel
this
the
is
same
beautiful.
way.
I love
Yeah,
it.
but this is so cool because it is very proggy. It's got that acoustic flower power, but also like, I don't know. And yeah, his voice is crazy the way he uses it, and you know, it's like.
And then the
So-
great what's his name? Chris Squire. He just like those harmonies, but it's like the one sings like and it's like
Yeah,
and at the same time it sounds so great.
Exactly. Yep.
I love him. He's such a
Amazing.
great bass player who plays with a pick. I love that. No, it's just like
it's
because
hard to like.
it's even like there's this channel, guys. If you haven't checked out this channel, you have to check it out. It's called Davey 504. It's this Italian guy, and he has like 10 million subscribers.
Slap like no.
Yeah, he's like slap because he used like slap, you know, and then he plays, and all his videos are about bass guitar. And they're hilarious. They're all like meme filled, and he's very funny. He has a very thick Italian accent. He's like, I don't know, it's very funny. But he's like sacrilegious for him to play with a pick or play guitar. Also, he's like, we do not talk about guitars here. It's very funny. So even for me as a guitar player, it's like, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So, but for him, it's like, if you play with a pick, it's sacrilegious. You have to play with their fingers.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it's just a channel. So you wanna?
Yeah, I rewound it.
Okay. And I'm sorry we're talking so much, but it's fun.
Okay, here we go.
On the colored door of time, insane teacher, be there reminded of the rhyme. There'll be no mutant enemy we shall certify. Political ends, our sad remains will die. Reach out as forward taste begin to enter you. I listened hard but could not see. Light tempo change out and inside me. The preacher training on to lose his name. The teacher travels asking to be shown the same. In the end we'll agree, we'll accept, we'll immortalize that the truth of the man maturing in his eyes. Oh, complete in the sight of seeds of life with you. Coming quick into times of all expression made. As the moment you gained and regarded both the same. Emotionally filled as the ocean made. A clearer future, morning, evening, nights with you. And you and I clear crossing the shapes of the morning. And you and I reach over the sun for the river. And you and I climb clearer towards the movement.
Yeah, I mean, you know, with his voice, he has that advantage to do those passages because it's like da 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 da.
Exactly.
Because every time when he reaches like a certain voice, then it goes very deep, and then he can sing very high, and it always sounds very raspy. And so he can literally just like use his voice as an instrument.
Yes.
He, of course, that like David Gilmour can't do that.
No.
Or like Roger Waters. So that's why this music is so much more diverse.
Right.
Because just a vocalist is so much more agile.
Exactly. He adds a whole new
Uh-huh.
element, not only voice, but also like scales. And,
Yeah, that a lot of people, normal people, can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So, and
very
then-
true.
With that, and then the bass player, like I don't even hear the bass when I hear Pink Floyd.
I know. You're right.
Like I can only recall like boom 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 because it's an intro. But if
Or
I
like
listen,
one of those days, or one of those
right?
days.
Oh yeah, boom 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 boom. But when I hear like Yes, it's like instantly like the bass is like wow, who is this
Yeah.
guy? You know.
Yeah.
So they're all much more virtuoso players, I guess. And then Genesis yesterday, they were also very,
Yeah.
like they're on a different level, these guys. But I don't know why, I compare so much to Pink Floyd because I know Pink Floyd so well and we've heard so much of Pink Floyd, but we never have really heard like the early stuff
Right.
at all. Like I couldn't get to it.
Right.
And then when I heard the one with the cow, I was not very like, I was like, well. it's
Oh,
weird.
Mother
Yeah.
Love.
Something like
Yeah.
that, Mother. Earth Mother. It was just
Adam.
too weird. I guess now, yeah, Adam
Mother.
Mother. But I guess now if we listen to that music, we would understand it a little bit better.
I think so too. I was actually going to suggest that we do some Pink Floyd. I know they, like, I read that sometimes they get blocked, especially if we do like the more obscure stuff. But we can try doing it on the Patreon. But yeah, this was great. Oh my gosh. Such an
This was
awesome
amazing.
song.
And I
loved that it wasn't like oversaturating, you know, it was very easy to listen to and to appreciate and to lay back and just like listen, you know. So yeah, I really love that about the song.
Yeah.
It's,
it wasn't too much. Like it wasn't too much to handle. We've done some stuff where I'm like, whoa. Like dial it back a little bit. But I've also heard Dream Theater do that. I'm like, whoa. You know, you have to listen to it a few times to fully digest the whole thing. But this was very easy to, like you said, you hit it. Like I was gonna say that as well. But I loved all the acoustic parts. I loved the cool piano effect.
Ooh, yeah.
Like UFO, like
yes, exactly. Psychedelic, but not too overbearing in any way.
And the drumming was amazing. The bass as well, always on top.
We'll definitely be listening to this
Harmony.
again.
Oh yeah, this would be a nice song to play to someone who's never heard Yes. Like here you go. You know, it's not the 90s Yes.
Yeah.
It's the good one, but it's not too like overwhelming.
Exactly. Thank you so much for this, Michelle. Thank you everyone for watching this with us.
Thank you.
We definitely love doing Yes.
Yeah.
And can't wait.
And thank you for listening to us because I just looked at the timer and we've
I
been
know, it's
blabbering
25
like
minutes.
15 minutes about just nonsense, I guess. But I hope it's entertaining. I hope, you know, we do talk about something that maybe you can say, well, you know.
Yeah.
But but yeah, thank you, Michelle, for the request. For those of you who are new here, I hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Take care.